Hey folks, welcome to ADSR. I'm Stephen Ellistad. Make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel. Follow on social media. So in the Complete Quick Look series, we're taking a look at all the different new instruments inside of Complete 11, just a real quick overview of what's happening with them. And in this video, I wanted to take a look at India. It's another one of the Discovery series. Previously, we had West Africa and Cuba, which are both a lot of fun to play with. And so India is a similar concept. In fact, if I open up my browser, right now I have the ensemble, but I also can come over here and see that we have a ton of different individual percussion instruments that we can look at, as well as a bunch of melodic instruments, including your classic, sitar and harmonium. There's all kinds of really cool individual options, and I don't have time to go into all of them, but I wanted to at least take a look at the ensemble. And so for this we can actually see which instruments are inside of the ensemble. We have a number of different patterns, and in fact, if we edit our patterns list, we can see just things that, full tempo, relaxed grooves, and these are all different BPM, and we can load something up, and we can actually have it play whether it's synced to our host or at the KONTAKT tempo. I'm just running in KONTAKT by itself right now. And so just by doing things like that, we can drag patterns into our host or onto our desktop and use them. And we can set the root and the feel and intensity of each of these ensemble playbacks. And in fact, we can have it going. We could be triggering and be soloing or muting particular instruments. We can load that into that slot, go to the next one, and maybe solo out a couple different ones. So that's a really cool way to do, just to kind of build up a whole bunch of different sounds. We have all these basic parts to build off of. We actually control the intensity of the groove with our mod wheel. Let's give that a listen. And that's pretty cool. We can choose our sound presets from modern to ambient, upfront, and these are controlling basic mixer settings. So if we go over here, we can see we have channels 1 through 8, channels 9 through 13, and it's just a basic balance, solo and mute, panning, and ascend to the reverb. We have a dedicated reverb return here. So let me go back. We can solo out the reverb. Here, even the Taj Mahal. So there's lots of just the ensemble section. I'm really enjoying just kind of exploring some of these rhythms. We have all these different feels and moods to work with. And that's really cool for working with ensemble-based stuff. And if we want to load up instead one of the percussion, and we can trigger different patterns on the keyboard. Different types of hits. different types of rolls and phrases. So there's just really all kinds of stuff we could be doing here. And each of these instruments is really cool because we can do this with all of these different ones. Call up another one. Every one of them we can adjust kind of the groove, the feel, the intensity. And again, we have that mixer. We can apply different reverbs. A lot of flexibility in adding really cool Indian style percussion parts and layers into your tracks. If we go over to finish up by taking a look at some of the melodics, we have, for example, so in this one we can actually choose in the sitar our root note, a particular scale. There's all kinds of traditional scales. If using a complete keyboard, complete control, you're going to see all this stuff mapping directly onto the control. A lot of cool stuff. But we have these drones and patterns here as well, which is really cool. So we have a map key mode, guide key mode, or easy key mode, which is very similar to our work in complete control with the scale mode. So I still don't know what I'm doing, but at least it's kind of interesting and fun to play with. We also have our ornamentation mode we can turn on and off, and this one we can use our modulation wheel to trigger the ornamentation, how much, fast or slow. And our sound presets for both the rhythmic and the melodic stuff, we can choose between ambient, vintage, and modern, etc. A lot of really fun stuff inside of this Discovery series, Sounds of India. I've just enjoyed getting to know some of these instruments. I don't really know much about them. But if you're a fan of the sounds of India and maybe you want to try layering some new tones and some new scales and sounds into your music, this might be a really cool choice for you. I'm really happy I got a chance to explore it. I'm looking forward to using it in some tracks. But that's India from the Discovery series, new and complete 11. Hope you found this interesting. I'm Stephen Ellisted for ADSR. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. And make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel. Take care.